Yes, sir. Shall I start? So
Please,
once
please go ahead.
again, good
Yes,
evening
yes.
to once again, good evening to all the participants present here. And we are now delighted to welcome our second speaker for the day, Miss Anuja Bhondwe. Welcome, ma'am, on this platform. Miss Anuja will be speaking on the topic digital marketing strategies for hotels and resorts. It takes me immense pleasure to introduce her. Miss Bhondwe is a strategic and result-driven marketing leader with over more than 12 plus years of experience in spanning brand building, communication strategies, digital marketing strategies, stakeholder engagement, and reputation management. Currently, she is serving as a senior marketing uh, manager at the FM Logistics India, where she leads and oversees all the marketing initiatives for the brand in India, which includes brand positioning, communication strategies, digital presence, events, public relations, and internal communications. With a proven record of driving purposeful brand growth across the logistics, hospitality, and the lifestyle sectors, Ms. Anuja brings a deep understanding of integrated marketing that connects business goals with impactful storytelling. She's passionate about creating a meaningful brand experience and fostering high performance teams, where she believes in crafting the marketing strategies that not only enhance the visibility but also engages and helps in lasting brand equity. So we are very delighted to have you with us today, ma'am, and thank you for joining us. The screen is all yours now. You can start your session.
Yes, I will just share my screen. Just give me a second. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
Visible, ma'am.
And you all can hear me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna take a moment to kind of talk about this slide because I have experienced as my role in marketing in restaurants is that everyone perceives marketing to be just about clicking pictures and videos and um, you know um, just kind of making creatives and doing all the creative stuff. Nobody looks at it as a revenue function. Most of them look at it as a support function. It is a support function, but it is also a revenue generator function. So and thankfully what has happened in my 7.5 years at Malacca Spice, of course I was in hospitality even before that, but what my stint at Malacca Spice taught me is that I had to present what revenue has marketing generated month on month, in the sense what has spend been and what is the revenue that has been generated. So I think this topic was quite interesting, and it is interesting for me to talk about. I am going to give a lot of examples, though I don't have a lot of hotel and resort experience, but I have hospitality experience and handling restaurant experience. I think it's kind of potato sort of a thing. So if you all have any questions, we'll take breaks in the middle and you all can of course ask me at any given point of time. We'll just move on to, so like why this topic matters is, one, because hospitality, I believe, is no longer just about choose the right location, give good service. Of course that is important, but it is more than that. Today it is, with the competition that is growing, with new restaurants coming up, with new hotels opening and more shutting down in a few months, I think getting your marketing right in the first go is extremely important. You don't have too much time to do errors and then learn from your error. The time to do that is very short. So this topic is extremely important. everything, the discovery part, which is extremely important today, it happens online, it happens on digital platforms. Whatever today we have, your Gen Zs to probably 50, 55-year olds, all of who use digital tools very extensively. And India is growing in terms of digital booking markets. All of us either have a Make My Trip or a Booking.com or a TripAdvisor or a Zomato or a Swiggy on our phones. Someone who doesn't have it, I don't know, probably a very small, but most urban India, people have one of these apps at least on their phones. So it is becoming extremely important. Digital marketing is becoming important, and it is a driver for your PNL, for your PNL sheet. Um, the key platforms, I've just listed a few. When you think about a certain place, one, you do a Google search, you either go on their website or you go on their business profile, the Google page. You have your OTAs, which are your online travel agencies, which are Make My Trip, Booking.com, TripAdvisor. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, YouTube. The list goes on, TripAdvisor, Zomato. WhatsApp, a lot of brands use WhatsApp. We've used it, we are still using it. I'm not at Malacca anymore, sorry. But a lot of brands use WhatsApp business to drive customer engagement. And of course, you have influencer ecosystem. Now, the the first truth is that, of course, marketing is storytelling, but that story also has to generate revenue. um, what happens is that when new hotels open, when new restaurants open, when new resorts open, all of them are on TripAdvisor, Make My Trip, Booking.com, but they are overly dependent on these platforms to bring in revenue. Your Booking.com, your Make My Trips, your OTAs, as we call them, are great discovery platforms. Your brands should be there. If you're opening a new restaurant, your brand should be on a Swiggy, it should be on a Zomato, but it should not, that should not be the only driver for your revenue. So a lot of brands fail because they look at OTAs as the only source of revenue. So that is, I'm just going to keep going. If anyone has any questions, y'all can just butt in and ask. Um, Now, what actually sells rooms online? Of course, it's imagery, high quality, good, real photos of your rooms, bathrooms, the view, food, etc., etc. Then after that, it is your rating on all the OTAs on Google. What are people talking about you? Your price transparency. Have you clearly listed the inclusions, exclusions, etc.? A easy process to book the rooms or book the make the booking. So a lot of times on certain at certain places, if you want to book a place, you have to go fill a form. Then they will say we will call you or whatever. We will get in touch with you. That's not how it works. We're all very impatient today, sadly. So everyone like it. The ease of booking has to happen, and it has to be very short, very quick. And of course, your OTAs are important. The more you put good pictures, good content on your profiles of Booking.com, Make My Trip, the easier it is for you to be on the top of the funnel. So the perception of experience is more important than the listed amenities. Um, and third is that sadly, when most people, most customers make a booking through the OTA, today, Make My Trip, Booking.com are the drivers of business for most hotels. The Again, like I said, they take a certain commission from the hotel. The commission is not the problem. The dependency on these platforms to drive revenue is the issue. So for this to not happen, your digital marketing strategy to drive business from your direct websites through your Instagram, through your WhatsApp is extremely important. Am I clear till now? If anyone has any questions, y'all can please ask. So this this is the reality of how it happens. In the Indian hospitality, how it works is that your first touch point is on social media. You're going through reels, or a friend sends you a reel on your in your inbox or on your WhatsApp or whatever. So that's the first touch point. Second, you kind of like the place, but you want to find out more. So you kind of go to Google, check out what people are saying about that place, what are their experiences. I would like to call Google as the digital word of mouth. So, word of mouth is extremely important even today. So, it's important to know what experience has the other person had, so that you kind of have your trust, you do your trust check. The third is you go on various platforms, go on their direct website, you check for the pricing, you check where you get the best deal. And fourthly, you kind of, if you most of the times, hotels give you a better pricing if you get in touch with them directly. So negotiation or the confirmation happens on WhatsApp. And that is where I say WhatsApp is a place to do business. What more brands should invest in getting a green tick WhatsApp number, a verified WhatsApp number, because it means that you kind of have gotten into the personal space of the customer, and you it creates more engagement with the customer, which I feel a lot of brands even today do not do that. So WhatsApp is an extremely important driver of communication, to get new clients, to get repeat business. So that needs to happen. And lastly is the payment that finally happens. Then these are the four stacks where your money should be, your marketing budget should be put in. One is to create good content. What I mean by good content is that um, if good quality pictures, good quality videos are very, very important. You first you kind of experience a place with your eyes visually. It has to be appealing. And I feel a lot of brands even today do not spend enough budget to do good photography, good videography. So, in my stint at Malacca Spice, I think we realized it a little late, but we kind of got onto the bandwagon. And we said about 5 years ago, I think, just when COVID was going away in the end of 2020, we said that our social media page cannot have the same picture of the same dish, and it cannot have the same kind of pictures all the time. People get bored, and then it kind of creates like people want to see new things all the time. So we hired an agency that we used to work with, who created content for us every month. Now, it was a huge, for a restaurant chain, it was a huge budget that was taken from my marketing spends. But I think it delivered great value, because what we used to do is that we used to have, if there's for example Valentine's Day coming, then we used to, a month or two in advance, we used to do photo shoots or video shoots with, say, a couple, where we used to kind of show how date night or romantic night can be enjoyed at Malacca Spice, etc. And then we promote that for a month in advance, so it kind of builds a great visual content, and it helps you get those bookings. So one is investing on good content. You cannot reuse the same pictures of the same rooms, the same balcony, same this thing. You have to have different visuals going up, at all times. The second is you have to invest in either SEOs or you have to invest in ads, meta ads. Meta ads means Instagram ads, Facebook ads, wherever, whatever is the right platform. Third is that you have to invest in getting a WhatsApp verified number. You have to invest. We used to use this brand called Vati. It helps you to send WhatsApp messages. It basically integrates with the CRM. The and then it helps you to send messages to people. So WhatsApp is extremely important because it means that you're directly in the customer's phone. And fourth is, of course, retention, loyalty, to get the consumer back to your brand. So this is where typically your marketing budget should be invested. Now, this is just what I thought from my experience right now. Right now, after 12 years of working in hospitality, I shifted my industry very, very suddenly to logistic. It's a very different ball game. It is extremely different. It's from a core B2B, B2C. I shifted to a core B2B sort of a business, only to kind of get more experience in B2B marketing as well. And what I realized is that with B2B or even out of India, email marketing it kind of is given more importance. It doesn't somehow work in India. Email marketing, doesn't work. Emails go to our spam. We do not check promotional emails. In India, what works the best, in my opinion, to drive sales is WhatsApp for hotels and for hospitality. I think in tier two cities or even in cities like Pune or wherever, the local language is kind of it is important to have Hindi or Marathi based reviews or content. And third, lastly, your website should have the option to make payments through UPI also, because UPI is kind of, um, it is our, most of us, I don't remember the last time I have used my card. So UPI has become the default option for most of us. So just wanted to give a basis of how India is different in terms of hospitality or in terms of marketing. Um, Go on to the. So the first strategy, the strategies that I have listed are very basic because a lot of times we forget that if you get your basics right, you have won half the marketing game. A lot of brands don't have their basics right. They don't have a good verified Google business page. A Google business profile is extremely important. That's the first place, like I said, where customers will go. They might not always go to your website per se, but they'll always do a Google search and they will always go to your Google page to find out what people are saying about you. If your hotel is new, it's important to build a good Google page to get reviews on there, to do a little bit of SEO. I'm not talking about SEM. I'm talking about search engine optimization, which means you have more people or you put out content that drives a certain, you use keywords that suit your business, if it's a restaurant, if it's a resort, depends. So having a good, strong Google business profile is extremely important with good reviews on it. So Google reviews are, it means revenue because most of your customers will read bad reviews on Google and they will kind of, not, it's a trust platform. So your Google review engine has to be extremely strong. Hotels have to ask for Google reviews. If a guest has had a good experience, ask them for a review. If they've not given a review while they are at the hotel or the resort or the restaurant, then you can message them on WhatsApp. We do that at Malacca Spice. We used to do that at Malacca Spice. We used to send a thank you message saying that thank you for your experience. Here is the link for you to write about your experience. So it's important to have good Google business reviews, and every review should be responded to. We used to have a TAT of about 48 hours to respond to reviews. Um, so so yeah, so it's a great platform if you want to build trust and get more revenue. So this is about Google Business Profile. The next one is, because, like I said, your OTAs, your Make My Trips and Booking.coms are a great discovery platform. You have to be on it if you are a hotel, if you're a resort, because that's the way people will discover you first. That's the first touch point. So it has to be treated more like a landing page, for a website. So you have to have good pictures of your rooms, of the experiences. Like I said, every review needs to be responded to. You have to kind of figure out the pricing strategy. So weekends have a different pricing. Of course, weekday have a different pricing. Long weekends have a different pricing. So you have to play around with the pricing, see what works, what doesn't work. So, like I said, OTAs are not your enemies. They are great demand generator. Um, so, saying this from a restaurant point of view, sorry, saying this from a restaurant point of view, um, when restaurants are solely dependent on a Swiggy or Zomato to drive business, that is not the right strategy, or that is not a sustainable long-term strategy. What works is when they look at Swiggy or Zomato to get in the customer, and then you get in touch with the customer, and then kind of get in direct touch with the customer and make that customer yours. So OTAs should not be treated as an enemy. They are a great discovery platform, so they are extremely important. The third strategy, of course, social media. You have to have good, like I said, good content going up, good videos going up. You have to get in touch with the right influencers. We used to handle, this resort called Basho Resort in Murshi, where it's a great, beautiful resort. And we used to get a lot of messages from a lot of influencers saying that, oh, we want to come and stay with y'all, and we'll give y'all one reel, one video, this, that. But what is important for you to check is what sort of influencers do you want talking about the brand. It is extremely important to choose the right influencers, the influencers whose following you want to, want you want them to be associated with your brand. It's important to choose the right kind of influencers. A lot of You can always do feedback videos, you can do seasonal videos. So there's a lot that can be done on social media. Whatever I've listed here is just a tip of the iceberg. A lot of it can be done. There can be occasion-based videos. We also used to, for example, if we wanted to boost our lunch sale, for example, in corporates, for our restaurant, then we used to kind of do videos. We used to invite friends, family, a few people in corporate attire, shoot them to show, like, okay, when you come with your corporate group, with your team, you can have this unlimited food lunch deal. You can have a good time, and for this much money. So your content has to be very strong for social media, and that is why I said you have to invest in good content creation. Like a good content creation agency, you have to invest in them so that you get good content that will hook customers to come to your brand. Um, Now, what happens is that uh, most people or most hotels, when you look at their pages, they will have pictures of just rooms, or they'll just have pictures of amenities. That's okay. But what happens is that I feel you have to talk more about the experiences that you are going to have. So I would just like you to see this one video. This is Postcard Resorts. This is on their website, and if you see, they've not shown their rooms anywhere, Um, can you see my screen? Can I don't know.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So you
Yes,
see,
ma'am.
they're show okay. So they're showing only experience. They want you to imagine yourself seeing all of this. And then you are like, okay, I want to go to this place. I want to be here. They've not shown their rooms. They've not shown, they've just shown the experience of being at that property. So I think this is what we're talking about. This is what new age digital marketing is. It's not showing just rooms and amenities. It's going deeper. It's showing more than just that. And one more example that I would like to show you all is of this website for Cherish Farm, which is also part of Malacca Spice. I've personally worked on this website, and so this is the video that we put on our website. Of course, of course, it. So I'll just let you see this.
Ma'am, is there any audio attached to this thing that you're showing?
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
don't,
ma'am,
I
if you can
don't
actually,
hear.
when you just stop share, and
Okay,
when you reshare, there is a small toggle where you say include sound.
okay, sorry. Okay, wait. I'll just, should I just stop sharing?
Yes, stop share.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
So again, you start sharing, and there's a small toggle immediately which says include sound.
Um, Include, yeah. Um, Sorry, I can't.
Just below, as you click share, below that immediately you'll
Also
see.
share tabs or tab audio.
Yes, correct.
Okay, okay. Um, okay, okay. Yeah, I'll just.
Yes, now it is audible, ma'am. Yes.
So, sorry, I'll just share my screen again. Um, yeah, so this is what I mean when I say that people are looking for experiences. So this is the kind of content that typically resorts, hotels, restaurants should kind of focus on. Um, The fourth strategy, I think, is the most important one for me because we started using WhatsApp communication about in 2022, I think, 22, 23, if I'm not wrong. And we saw that it was very easy for us as the marketing team to communicate various things that were happening at maybe our farm or our restaurant, or different events. It's just very easy to kind of communicate with customers. um, so you it just kind of helps, and it's very important for marketers to focus on WhatsApp marketing. I think it is a secret booking engine. It is very, very, what do you say? It's a very, lot brands are still not very comfortable using it. But I think it is an important marketing tool. Um, yeah, like I've just shared what WhatsApp can be used for. We used to, so if we got to know that our farm didn't have a booking on a certain weekend, usually it used to be booked on weekends. But if we felt that okay, it's not booked on a certain weekend, we used to push out a message or some last minute weekend deals, or some such things to kind of help get bookings. How we also used WhatsApp was that, at Malacca Spice, for example, if your birthday is in December, on by 20th of the previous month, which is by 20th of November, we used to have a message going out to all the customers in our database who had their birthdays or anniversaries in December, saying that, okay, this is a special deal just for you because you're celebrating your birthday, and happy birthday from us, and you get like a certain discount or a cake, or a bottle of champagne or whatever. And we used to get a lot of people who would want to come and celebrate their special occasions with us. So it just kind of helps build that revenue for your brand. This is here, I'm going to be talking about how today organic content is not enough to, drive direct bookings. It is just, if you say, okay, I'm not going to spend money on digital marketing, I'm not going to spend money on doing meta ads. I am just going to put out extremely great, well shot content. It is not going to help, because what Meta does and what Meta's analytics does is that even if you have great content, it will kind of, if you're not spending money on their platform, they will restrict your views, or they will restrict your reach organically as well. So sadly, you have to spend money on Meta, but it is, I feel, a great way for your brand to reach the kind of people that you want to reach. So if you want to reach, if a certain hotel wants to reach only, say, HNIs, only people of a certain type, staying in a certain area, in a city, staying or whatever. So you can select your target database, and you can, of course, you can choose how much money you want to spend on it, on your ads. But meta ads are great for discovery, for remarketing, for getting new people to know about your brand. So it is a great platform for people to at least know about your brand. They might not always end up coming to you, but at least when you talk to someone about something, or when someone says, oh, I saw this, you would have, people will say, okay, I have also seen this, I have heard of this place, I saw their ad on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So it is a great way to kind of get people to know about your brand in very less money, because you reach a huge number of people for a very minimal amount. So in that sense, it is a great platform to spend money on. Um, And the last one that I want to talk about is B2B marketing for hotels, for resorts. A chunk of the revenue comes from corporates. It's extremely important. I think a lot of hotels do MICE events. They do corporate offsites. So this is to focus on B2B marketing is extremely important. At Malacca Spice, we tried doing a little bit of LinkedIn marketing, but it was in nascent stages, and then I had to kind of leave. But we did try to get in touch with a few HR representatives on LinkedIn, trying to invite them to our restaurant so that they could, do more team dinners, more corporate events at our restaurant. So B2B marketing is something that cannot be ignored. It is, it is a huge chunk, a huge revenue that is generated with just one booking. So it is important. Yeah, any questions till now? Because our strategies are done. Okay, I think we'll proceed. So I've just given an example of how a funnel, a practical fun, like how a customer comes to your hotel or your restaurant or resort. Is that, for example, you spend money on a meta ad, you boost a reel, you put in a certain amount of money, and of course, your CTA, your call to action would probably be, we used to put it as a WhatsApp link, which means that if someone clicked on that ad, they would be directly taken to our WhatsApp, verified WhatsApp number. And then we used to have a bot saying that, okay, hello, welcome to Malacca Spice. How may we help you, or whatever. So there's a direct conversation that is happening with the customer. Sometimes the customer used to be just kind of shopping, just kind of exploring. It never used to get into a sale, but at least we knew that we're there in the customer's phone. At least he or she has our contact details. If not now, in future, he might come back and message us. If they were interested in a certain event, in a certain package, then we used to kind of have that conversation with them. Payment link for restaurants, of course, we take payment once they come to the restaurant, but for hotels, resorts, generally they take a part payment or a full payment, so that payment bit happens. And then you can also use WhatsApp to sell or upsell certain spas, dinners, certain amenities that you have. So yeah, this is a practical funnel, sort of an example of it. So this is some data that I have got online. I do not know if, but I just thought, I just kind of resonated with it, that boutique resorts that um focused on digital, performance, they did see up to 30-35% direct booking share. Again, I cannot verify the number because it is off the net, but I will definitely vouch that there would have definitely been a direct booking, an uptick in the direct booking. Um, uh, Resorts that use influencers plus Reels plus WhatsApp model kind of saw a conversion of 3 to 7%. And properties that update their OTA content, that update new pictures of renovated rooms, renovated properties, new pictures on makemytripbooking.com, TripAdvisor, they do see a 10 to 15% OTA ranking improvement. Again, this is just a common range that is observed. I have not vouched, but I just thought this is interesting to see, because I can completely vouch for this, because this is the basic. To update your pictures, to update all the amenities, all the details about your property on OTA is extremely important. It will it will definitely improve your ranking. And yeah, digital footprint is important. So I kind of resonate with this, um, with these figures. Just a quick, kind of slide on, what you should be telling students. A lot of students will be told at various brands that, oh, marketing, I have been told a lot of times that, oh, marketing means you drive sales or you do sales, because in a lot of places, especially in hotels or resorts or restaurants, sales and marketing function is basically one team. But again, I would like to say that marketing is a support function that is also, of course, responsible for driving revenue, but not the way sales does it. So they need to know that as a marketing function, they cannot get away by spending a certain amount and not being responsible for the money that they're spending. They have to learn how to measure the ROAS, which is the return on advertising spend. It is extremely important that every effort of yours has to be measured in terms of revenue, because this is what the top bosses would want, is to say that, okay, if you spent 1 lakh rupees, what has the revenue generated been? And you cannot show it in terms of that, okay, I have reached 50,000 people on Instagram. Their next question will be, so, like, it doesn't, their question will be, what is the revenue that has been generated? So at Malacca Spice, I was responsible. Every month we used to have like a board meeting where I had to show that if I have spent 2 lakh rupees on marketing effort, what money has been generated through that. And this is real money, in the sense that if I have spent 40,000 rupees, for example, on Zomato ads, to get in, to increase our home delivery sale, then what has the return on advertising spent been? How much uptick has there been in the home delivery orders? What was the value of those orders? Was that money worth it? So all that calculation has to be done. So, like I said, they don't need to just learn about marketing as a theory. They need to kind of actually calculate the numbers and, um, you know, say that, okay, we've got this much revenue for the brand. If I have spent, say, 50,000 rupees on an Instagram ad for lunch for a Koregaon Park outlet, then I had to calculate through our CRM as to how many people have actually seen the ad on Instagram, how many of them have actually come to the restaurant, what has their billing been, and then I had to share those numbers in my Excel sheet. So every penny that is invested in marketing has to be accounted for. And this is, as long as any marketer learns that, okay, it's not just about creating amazing videos, getting likes and shares, it is also about generating revenue. I think they'll do a great job wherever they go, or whichever industry they choose to be in. So, I think, of course, what colleges must start teaching, I think AI assisted content creation, very, very important. AI is a very abused word right now. Everyone is using AI, but I feel that if you teach students to use AI properly, I have, so just to give you an example, I have, after 12 years of being in hospitality, I completely changed my sector and went to logistics. I've been 9 months in this organization, and um, currently I have been a good top performer. Um, and the only best friend that I had during these 9 months was AI. As long as you know how to use various AI tools properly, how to make use of them properly, I think they could be AI could be your best friend. I've been only been able to survive because of AI in a industry that I had absolutely zero idea about. So yeah, AI knowing how to use AI properly to your advantage is very, very important. How to run ads on Meta, how to run ads on Google, extremely important. Influencers, knowing which influencer you want to associate with your brand, extremely, extremely important. The ones that you want to associate with your brand are usually very expensive, and the ones that come in for barter or are free are not the kinds that you want to associate your brand with. So, kind of getting in touch with the right influencer to tell them that, okay, even if you get down your amount, this is what you will get. Sorry, did something happen? Did someone say something? Okay. So knowing what to say to the influencers, how to negotiate them with them is extremely important. Like I said, I cannot stress enough on how you use your CRM, your customer relationship management tool, and integrate it with your WhatsApp so that you use it to get new customers, to get more people to return to your brand is extremely important. And also creating revenue out of all your marketing efforts is extremely important. So yeah, this is what I feel colleges must start teaching. And digital marketing in hospitality, like I've said, it is a revenue generator. They should not just know how to make a post, a beautiful post. Yes, cool, that's okay, that's important to have a great creative side, but you should also have a very analytical and a strategy side, which is to teach them how to get revenue, how to make a booking happen. I think when someone has both of this, the creative and the strategy of it, I think that will make her a great marketing, person. So I think colleges must invest in that as well. And yeah, uh, that's it. I think, yeah, um, I think I think your ability to um make a brand or perceive to make people perceive a certain brand a certain way is very important. So I think when you people kind of when students kind of understand how to understand people and how to understand what to showcase to them, when they understand both the sides, I think it'll kind of create like a win-win for both the hospitality students as well as the brands that are hiring them. So yeah, so today, like it's digital, it's not just a function, it is a business. It is a business that you invest money in to get more money out of it. So, yeah, that's it. So, if someone has any questions, I am happy to answer them.
Participants, in case you have any questions, you may please unmute yourselves and you may please ask Ms. Anuja any questions regarding digital marketing strategies or in general over her presentation.
Anushka
Ma'am,
ma'am, I think you have raised your hand.
yes, thank you, sir. Ma'am, if I could please request you to go back to the slide where you mentioned
Yeah,
what colleges should be teaching to students with
yeah.
regards to marketing.
Just a second. Sorry, I was too soon.
No, no, not at
I
all.
think I just. This or the
No, ma'am,
next?
the slide yes, that's the one. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
So,
much.
yeah,
I just wanted to capture that bit.
okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so if anyone has any
Yes, there is
questions,
a
I
hand
will.
raise.
Okay.
Hi, ma'am. This is Anuradha. May I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
In case I don't know, I have missed, but we have been talking about attracting the customer for the hotel and restaurant. And how about retention strategies? Does digital marketing help in retention as well? At the
Yes,
same
like I
time,
said,
when we are talking about
yeah.
social media, if it becomes too crowded, does it hamper our marketing strategy, or what would be the right solution for that?
Yes. So social media, to be honest, is extremely crowded. All brands are, um, putting a lot of budgets online. So that's why your only focus should not be, like I said, you have to get your basics right. Um, you don't you don't always have to put all your budgets into one kitty. We never did that. We did a little bit of marketing on restaurant OTA, which would be Zomato and Swiggy. We put budgets in digital marketing. Like I said, we did for customer retention, we used WhatsApp along with our CRM. So, for example, if I know Anuradha has come 5 times to the restaurant in the past 1 year, which means she's become a regular, then suddenly she's not come to us in the past 6 months. So your CRM kind of, if you use a good CRM, a customer relationship management tool, you will get an idea about who are your people who were regulars once upon a time, who have not visited you for a certain amount of time. And then we used to send out messages to them that, hi, we've not seen you for a while. In case you're wondering what's happening, at Malacca Spice, all of these things are happening. If you would like to make a reservation, click on this button, and then there used to be a button here for a reservation. So WhatsApp, why I said is that Facebook, Instagram, all of that is fine. But why I said WhatsApp is a great marketing tool is because it helps you for customer retention. It helps get back a customer to your brand again. And it's WhatsApp is not a discovery platform. Your booking.com, Make My Trip, Zomato, Swiggy are discovery platforms. WhatsApp is not a discovery platform. WhatsApp is where the person comes after discovering your brand. So to retain and get back a customer back to your brand, WhatsApp is a great tool. I have personally used it, and we've had a great experience with it. So that is my answer to your first question. Am I clear?
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay.
Good evening, ma'am. Ravi Shirsagar this side.
Yes. Hi.
First of all, thank you so much for such a wonderful presentation. Uh, I wish to know what tools or supporting agency which can help us out in WhatsApp marketing.
So I have personally used Vati. It is called WATI. Vati. You can check it out online. I think it's a US based company. It's a very good tool for WhatsApp marketing. Um, so you can check it out. We've personally used it. It's very easy, very simple to handle. It's not, sadly, marketing people are not great tech people. It's very seamless, very easy to, kind of handle. So I would personally recommend Vati. So till about 9 months ago, we were using that at Malaga Spice. So I would definitely recommend Vati.
This app is specifically for the hospitality.
No, 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 no. All brands, any brand can use it. It's not just, so what it helps you do is that if you have a verified number, It is basically, there's a process to it, and I can later probably I can give one of your professors the contact person's name who helped us to integrate. So what it does is that to get a green tick on WhatsApp, I think it has become a little easier right now. But when we started it about 2-3 years ago, there was a big long process to it, which means you had to have verified digital accounts, you had to have a verified Instagram, verified Facebook, and then they would integrate Vati into your digital account. And then once you had a verified WhatsApp number, they would give you the platform to use, and you could send messages using their platform. So they charge you a certain amount of money for every message that you send, and you have to keep recharging it. You have to keep putting money, and depending on what your budget is, we used to spend about 15,000-20,000 rupees on WhatsApp messages every month. So yeah, so basically it is a platform that will help you to send messages to your database. They won't give you the database. They will help you. It's a platform that will help you to send messages to the database.
And they have the database.
No, database they will not give you. Nobody will give you database. Database, we used to have Malacca Spice we used to have our own database. So nobody will give you the database. What they will do is that they will help you. It's a platform where you upload your data and it will send messages to that data. They will not give you the data. Data has to be generated by the brand itself.
All right. That means this is an automation type of messaging.
You could call it that. You could call it that. You had to upload your message. It had to be approved by WhatsApp. And then once it was, because you could not send messages which had liquor in it, where you were selling alcohol. You could not send, of course, you can't send any other messages that have certain illegal things in it, including alcohol. And because we were a restaurant industry, we had to be very careful. So we could not say, come and have, wine and beer at our restaurant. No, that could not. We had to say, come and have beverages or some such thing. So it has to, the message basically gets approved by WhatsApp. And once it is approved, then you could send it to your database that you have selected.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Participants, any more questions, please?
Ma'am, I have a question. My name is Abhinav.
Yes, hi.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you for a wonderful presentation. As per the your switchover from hospitality to logistics, that is wonderful.
Yeah.
You took the I just need to. There are certain tools, as you're discussing. WhatsApp is a great marketing tool. So I use the WhatsApp AI business that is recently developed by the US also, and that is also protecting the same branding image and sending the messages as you were discussing earlier. So there are certain limits which has been like 5 200 1000 limits. So that limits can be changed only if you're increasing your money, right, ma'am? So how could the person has the larger database could do the solution for particular in that particular, if a branding is so much popular and that particular product is vast demanding, but due to limits we are restricting ourselves.
So I don't know about WhatsApp AI, but what happened is when we initially got Vati, we could send, I think, for a few days, we could send only about 200 or 300 messages per day. Because it is also, the system is also reading what kind of messages you are sending, one. And our people, when you get messages from brands, you get an option to block them, like you can say, okay, I didn't sign up for this, or this is spam, or whatever. So it also saw the rate at which people thought that you were spamming them and were blocking you. And so we were very careful in the initial days to not spam. I don't think we've ever spammed people by just sending WhatsApp messages left, right, and center. We used to do very targeted marketing. So, for example, like I said, for birthdays, anniversaries, where we knew the chances of people ticking us as spam were low. So, for the initial few days, Vati gave us like a limit of 200, 300 messages per day. And then they gradually increased our messages to a point where I think in a day we could send about 5,000, 6,000 messages. Of course, we never sent 5,000, 6,000 messages in a day because that would take a huge chunk of our budget. But they read how people are responding to your messages. Are people ticking you as spam? Are they blocking your number? Are they engaging with you on WhatsApp? What is your engagement rate like? And then once after reading all these key parameters, they kind of keep increasing your bandwidth to send messages. This used to happen on Vati. I have not tried WhatsApp AI, so I won't be able to comment on that.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am. This is Dr. Amit Khare from TEAC Maharashtra Vidyapeeth Department of Hotel Management. Uh,
Yes.
First of all, thank you for this informative session. And I just want to ask you, is there any mechanism to judge the authenticity or the efficiency of the influencer marketing in social media? Because it can be seen that a lot of paid reviews actually fetch you negative marketing for the
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah. This I agree. Like that's why I said I think I spoke a little bit about how choosing the right influencers is very important. You cannot go with every I sorry to use the word, but Tom, Dick, and Harry. You have to ensure that you choose influencers that resonate with your brand. Sadly, as of now, there is no mechanism to actually see who is a genuine influencer, who's not a genuine influencer, whose content is organic, whose content is, which influencers put money on that content so that it reaches more people. Sadly, that is a little difficult to see. But what I used to personally do is that if I used to want to engage with a certain influencer, I used to go on his and her profile. Now, when you go on the profile, they've made reels or they've put pictures, mostly used to be reel driven. I used to once see how many views that reel has got. Now that reel views, if that person has spent money in boosting that reel, the reel views would be huge. But what would not be huge is the number of likes and the number of comments and the number of shares that that reel has got. So if there are a lot of comments on that reel, people asking, oh, where is this place? Oh, what is this place? Or whatever. If there's a lot of engagement on that reel, a lot of people have shared the reel, that arrow that comes when you share the reel. How many people have actually shared the reel, which means that okay, this reel has gone viral, or it has, a lot of people have shared it with their friends, whoever, this here, there. So I used to check that, and I used to see how many comments, how many shares, and how many likes. Likes not that much, but mainly how many comments and how many shares has that reel got, because then that tells you the engagement that that influencer is capable of getting. A lot of times what happens is कि views बहुत सारे हैं, there are a lot of views on a certain reel, but there are no comments, there are no likes, then you know that okay, possibly this person must have spent, this influencers put in money to boost that reel, so that okay, they say that my reel has reached, or my reels have a reach of this many people. But so what, how many people have actually commented on it, how many people have actually shared it, is an important parameter that I used to judge the influencers on.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
So I think majority of the questions were very well taken. So with your permission, then can we go ahead with a photograph, group photograph?
Of course, yes.
Everyone, please switch on your cameras,
Request
please.
all the participants. Kindly switch on your cameras.
Sundar sir.
Yeah, done, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sundar sir.
So with that note, I would like to thank you so much, Ms. Anuja, for that truly engaging and insightful session on how marketing strategies work, because you gave us the actual practical examples from Malacca Spice. So those who are not from Pune, since ma'am, we have this platform open for the participants who are from all across India. And so to tell them for the information, Malacca Spice is the iconic Southeast Asian restaurant in Pune. So ma'am gave multiple examples from practical examples from there. And especially from most importantly, she emphasized on choosing the right influencers. Also, for me, the new term was the content over the air. So, how leveraging AI assistant content also creates and how it helps to boost the brand visibility was very, very important. So, you gave us a lot of refreshing perspective. I guess that marketing is just not about storytelling. It's not just about clicking photographs and taking reels, but it's also very important that it is generating revenue, and that is what we should teach our students. We are many of us here are academicians, and this is where we will take it that a student should be given project wherein they would actually do and marketing and invest in it, and then how they can be generating revenue. So the way you connected and shared a lot of other strategies, especially the tool Vati that helped you, in your own brand, and how Google reviews are important, how important it is to, review them and answer them, or for that matter, meta ads, how them you made us realize how technology and creativity can be put together. So, on behalf of everyone present here, I would like to extend heartfelt gratitude for your clarity, for your energy, and for sharing that actionable insights to bridge the gap between the marketing theory and the actual application. So, thank you once again, Ms.
Thank
Anuja,
you.
for that inspiring session.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It was a pleasure speaking to all of y'all. And yeah, good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Thank you.
I wish all the participants a very good evening ahead.
Yes.
Participants, please stay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Participants, please stay for a moment. Okay. So a sincere request to all the participants is when you're doing the reflection for all the sessions, make sure you don't exceed 2 pages, because then it becomes very difficult for me to concise everything into 2 MB and then upload. So please, a sincere request, don't exceed more than 2 pages. You can keep your outcomes to minimum 1 to 2 lines, and that's about it, because it becomes difficult to concise and put it up in the 2 MB. I have shared today all the PowerPoint presentations. Just now, I have also shared the link for day 4 for the feedback. So you can fill up those feedbacks, please. Any questions, if you would like to help, I would be more than happy to solve it, please. Anything you want to clarify? Anything I would like to help you with? All right. So I think I've made my points very clear. So on that note, so let us call it a day, and I'll see you people back again tomorrow at 6 o'clock with 2 exciting sessions. One is on the culinary tourism. So very good night to you and have a very pleasant evening ahead. Thank you very much.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good
Thank you,
night.
sir.